It's probably been more than a year since I've done a review of this application, which is called Programming Hub. And ever since, I think it was 2018, so it's almost 2 years since I reviewed this application. As you can see, I have the Pro version here. So this is not only good for people who want to learn programming, but this is also good for someone who's into cybersecurity. And I would be inclined to say that this is not only good for beginners, but also for people who are actually more into advanced kind of stuff. I would say that you shouldn't entirely base your learning of something. You can hear the sirens over here. So I wouldn't base my entire learning process on a mobile phone, but what I would do is I could use this like as an additional way to actually enhance my programming, because you're not always at or around your computer or laptop to actually start learning something. So I've disconnected the internet here because I don't want to have distractions, but I realized that if I'm going to download or get into one of these courses, I'm actually going to have to access the internet. So I'm going to turn on the Wi-Fi right now. Okay, so let's actually look through all the courses they have. And over the past couple of weeks, since this current situation, they have added loads of courses. As you can see, this is an close to infinite scroll. So there's a lot of good stuff in here, which is why I would be inclined to say that you could get the Pro version. I'm not really sure how much the Pro version costs, but it might be a good investment if you have money to actually spend on it. I wouldn't invest money from the very first start. I would actually download the free application, and then if I would find it interesting and beneficial to me, I would actually pay for the Pro. And they also have a web version. So if you go to web, I think it's webprogramminghub.com or something like that, or programminghub.io, that's their web-based version. So let's look into the settings. So there isn't much here, but I would actually look into the extra section here. In the extra section, you can see help and frequently asked questions and the science behind learning. I would actually look into this science behind learning because this is where they actually explain how their learning process is based in the application. So in this case, it's not only just some folks who have thrown an application out there and actually without any scientific knowledge behind it, but it seems that they do have a scientific approach when it comes to learning and when it comes to structuring the content of this actual application. So as you can see, I am a Pro member. I'm not sure what the Programming Hub Beta is. So Beta is the beta app access to give early feedback to help improve the app. I don't think mine is the beta version. I think mine is the normal version. So anyway, let's look into the courses. As you can see, they have a top trending section, and they have in the top trending, of course, Python, C++, which I've completed. They also have Java and ethical hacking, of course. So look, free courses. They have quite a few free courses. So I will start with the free application, and I would actually do quite a few of these courses, and then if I would find it reasonable, I would actually just download or get the Pro version or pay for the Pro version. I'm all for If you've been following my videos, you know that I'm all for investing into my education, because this is one of the ways I can advance and develop my skill and my expertise. All right, so free courses: fundamentals, IT basics, HTML, so boring stuff. Artificial intelligence, this might be interesting. And Android development, they've posted this as a free course. So Android development, this would be an interesting course if I were someone who's interested in mobile development. I would actually go and start learning through this course, because right now developing mobile apps is very hot, and this is a very sought after skill. I have some knowledge of programming applications, of programming mobile applications, but I don't actually do much of it, because right now I'm mostly interested in cybersecurity. So you can only focus and become good at one thing at a time. That's what I think. So let's see. If you just tap onto one of these sections, you can see its content. So we see that they start explaining Android development from a fundamental level, going through the Linux kernel, libraries, the application framework, Android runtime, and they have a revision. And of course, the next section is setting up your developer environment. And then you have your first project, Android Studio, then the dive-in section, key concepts, launching icons, and all that goodies, then optimizing applications by making them faster, publishing, so they also tell you how to build and publish your application on the market, and they also have a final review, and of course once you finish you get a certificate. So let's actually go back and look into my certificate. So I only have I should have one certificate for the C++ here. So C++, I thought I completed this course. I know I have one course completed here. So this is how a certificate of completion looks like, and you can actually add this to your LinkedIn profile, to your website, to your GitHub, whatever. This is actually a good showcase of your skills. So let's go back. C++ is really interesting. So we have the free courses, we have AI, Android development, we have machine learning. That's something that I will start with. We have JavaScript. If you're an ethical hacker or penetration tester, I would actually look into the JavaScript, because understanding JavaScript is a key concept when it comes to reviewing source code. Now, when it comes to the new courses, we can see Ember.js. So these, they have quite a few flavors. They have, sorry about that. They have quite a few flavors of JavaScript, and they also have marketing and SEO, so social engine optimization. Yeah, SEO courses. They have digital marketing, edge computing. So what's this edge computing? Is a distributed computing paradigm that brings computation and data storage closer to the location where it is needed. So I do not know what this is all about. But anyways, we have Elm programming. I don't know, is this a new language or something? And when you look here, you have the description and the index. It tells you what you will learn in this course. It tells you about the target audience, the benefits, and also the salary. I don't know where they base their numbers, but this is good to see before you enroll in a course. And you also have the index, which shows you the entire structure of the course. All right, let's go back. So ERP systems, IPv4 and networking, that's interesting. Node.js, another flavor of JS. MATLAB, MongoDB, Express.js, big data. What else? RPA, robotic process automation, Unity, Kotlin. I think I've enrolled. So no, I'm not enrolled in Kotlin. You have cybersecurity, software engineering, OOPS, Go. So I've actually enrolled in Go. You have Python 3. So there are a lot of new courses. These guys have done their homework over the past couple of months. Then, so these are the new courses. Then they divide them into subsections such as digital marketing, web development. You can see UI, UX, SEO, HTML, CSS, building a website. And I think this would be interesting if you go through their web platform. But when you are not near your laptop or computer, you can just do them via your phone. Then mobile app development. So you have JavaScript for mobile app, Java Advanced, so not JavaScript but Java. You have Swift for iOS, and you have JavaScript Advanced. So your JavaScript Advanced, React, I hate React. Then you have Android development, iOS development coming soon. This is one of the courses that's coming soon. And of course you have the section for the beginners, which there are a lot of beginner courses over here, VB6, Assembly, 8086. So there are quite a few, very few courses on assembly and assembler. And I find that this a really good thing because they've actually invested their time into putting a course for assembly. Advanced. We have JavaScript Advanced, C++ Advanced, C Advanced, Python Advanced, and Java Advanced. When it comes to game development, we have C# and Unity, Analytics, we have R, Machine Learning, and Data Science, and the course that's coming soon is Web Development. And then for hackers, you have Ethical Hacking, Hacking Advanced, Cybersecurity, and Cryptography. So not too much here, but if you're a beginner, you can just go with what they have. But I have to tell you that a few weeks ago or a few months ago, they didn't have this hacking section. So it seems that this is an area where they actually want to develop more. And then you have full stack development. So when it comes to hacking, let's actually look at what is in Hacking Advanced. Let's enroll into this course, but first let's see its description. So what you will learn: practical methods that will enhance your hacking skills, password breaking, being anonymous, XSS, and much more. Target audience: benefits: having a computer system that prevents malicious hackers from gaining access. So is this more like towards defense rather than attacking? I'm not sure, we'll see. So average salary about 110K. Let's go to enroll now. And they're downloading the course. And then if we look here over the sections, we have networking basics, the OSI model, going anonymous VPN, so basic stuff, VAPT, vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. So this is something that I would suggest to someone who wants to get into cybersecurity, because a lot of pen testing courses that are out there do not explain the penetration testing methodology or what penetration testing actually is. The art of secret writing, cryptography, password breaking, this is probably brute forcing, handy tools, man-in-the-middle attacks, or poisoning, denial of service. Don't do that, but it's good that you know of attack methods. Interesting concepts, steganography, I hate that, I don't like that. That's like CTF-ish. More web hacking. So they've got the OWASP top 10, and then cross-site scripting and OWASP top 10. I wonder why they didn't include cross-site scripting in OWASP top 10. But anyways, let's see if we can jump straight to one of these sections before getting through all the sections. So I'm gonna click on I'm gonna tap on OWASP top 10, but nothing happens, so I should probably just go here with the start. Okay, and if you tap, you can also enable the sound here. Let me just make sure that I don't stop this video prematurely. You can enable the sound.
I am Coral Cage. If you don't know me, that means we haven't met. So before moving ahead, I would highly recommend you going through the basics course first. If you already have, then let's not. Oh no. But sadly, my job was, from here on, want to know who he is? He is one of the greatest Over to you, Kevin. Hey script rookie. Welcome to the journey that will transform. I am Kevin, an American hacker.
So this is actually, I don't know, it's their structure is developed in sort of like a storytelling way, which is good. What I don't like is that the voice engine that they implemented is, I think this is probably text-to-speech by Google, but it's pretty like robotic. It doesn't sound good if you ask me.
Thus, without any, and remember,
let's see, quick revision.
Welcome.
Start next topic. Let's just stop this robotic voice and let's try to flash forward. So who is a hacker? Come on, I mean, this is an hacking advanced course and they actually explain who is a hacker. Okay, so explaining hacking, all of the above. Tap to continue. So explaining, this is pretty basic stuff. Let's say black hat. Incorrect. So they actually nudge you into white hat direction. Okay. Malware, virus, Trojans. So they explain basic concepts here. Is a type of malicious code or software that looks legitimate but can take control of your computer. Trojan. The basic steps of hacking. This is penetration testing methodology. Clearing logs. All right. So maybe the networking basics is more interesting than that beginner stuff. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you understand, but this is how the science-based learning approach actually looks like. If you click here, you can see the if you tap, you can see the image on the screen. Also basic networking stuff here. It explains the internet, interconnected network. Explaining IP address. Basic stuff. So good for beginners instead of advanced people. Discussing protocols. IP address, the exec sender and receiver process port number, check results. Okay, and then the OSI model. OSI model is not necessarily beginner level stuff, but it depends on how they explain it. Now, I'm actually a visual learner, so this would be very efficient for me in terms of understanding the concept if I look at an image. Okay, anyways, let's go back. when it comes to, let's just go quit. When it comes to the hacking advanced, I'm only 10%. I think this is a bit disappointing, but other courses I found are quite insightful in that they actually get you through the very basics and nudge you in the direction of learning more advanced stuff. So this, I would actually view this as a fast pace approach through the basics. So fast paced approach to the basics. I have the C++, so if I hit the learn, I have the C++ 100% completed, and I've recently started the Go programming. So if we look into, for example, here, it explains variables in Go, and it explains how this is different from other programming language. And this is where I would say that they're doing a really great job on programming languages. When it comes to hacking, they probably need some other instructors. Maybe they can contact me and actually hire me as an instructor for their ethical hacking courses. But when it comes to programming languages, they're doing a great job, which is why I'm choosing to actually get through the basics of Go here with this application, and then specifically focus on Go for penetration testers and bug bounty hunters. I have a book that I've talked about in a previous video about Go, in a previous live stream, in my most recent live stream, and I'm actually showcasing a very good book from 2020 for Go for pen testers. I think it's Black Hat Go or something like that. But anyways, I digress. So there's a lot of good stuff and a lot of stuff that they can continue working on. But this is one of the very few applications, mobile applications, that I've seen receives a lot of active development. So I hope that they're actually moving into the right direction.